Hello, good evening, everyone. Today I wanted to talk to everyone about the best and easiest way to start your e-commerce business on a budget. And the reason why I'm coming to you with this video is because there are a lot of people that want to start an e-commerce business and they just don't know exactly how much they need or if they have enough to be successful in this business. And what people need to know is that you can be on a budget and start this business, and it can be a very minimal budget. You just need to use the rinse and repeat factor more times than someone that may have a larger budget than you. So for a person that comes in at a $100,000 budget and a person that has $1,000 budget, they would have two different methods depending on how much they want to make per month. The profit margins and how much they can actually put into their business is going to be different because of the amount that they have. So I just want to give brief information about myself as far as how I just want to talk about how I was able to start and what I did. And then basically, that'll give people just an idea of what they can do and how they can grow their e-commerce business. So, with that said, I'm sorry, guys, I'm a little bit sick today. Um, when I started drop shipping, I was drop shipping on eBay. And the thing that worked for me is when I started getting my sales in, based on how much I wanted to spend, I would stop, I would pause my account. So for example, if I had $500 worth of sales come in and I only had $500, once I hit the $500 limit as far as sales, I would pause my account, which means that all of my items that were live were no longer live for people to see. And then when I got paid again, I would just turn it back on. Okay. And you're gonna learn that when you join INFINii, when you start the training and when you have me as a mentor. Those is one of the things that I will show you, which is in your back office, how to pretty much navigate through your account and control your settings based on what you can pretty much afford. Okay. Another thing that I did was I started at places like Goodwill. Okay. And the thing that I liked most about Goodwill is that they have a lot of items that are cheap that you can actually flip for a profit. So I went to when I would hit the budget, the amount that I was comfortable with spending, when I was doing my drop shipping, I would go to places like Goodwill and I would scan items. And then if I found items that gave me a decent profit on Amazon or eBay, I would purchase those products. And I mean, I'm talking about things for dirt cheap. And they do have on certain days, if you go, where they will have like double the discount. Like we here where I'm at, it's on Sundays. Sundays is like double the discount. And I started to find out, I knew where all the Goodwills were located. I knew what days they had the double coupons. And I was able to then use that to my advantage. So that was another thing that I did that I found really reasonable. I found items that were 10 and 20 bucks that I could turn a profit for and make like 40, 50 bucks. I found books and a ton of other things. And then I took it another step further and I started to look on Craigslist. I started to search for books. I went to garage sales and I went to places like that, and I did this consistently. So like on the weekends when there would be garage sales, or if somebody was purchasing something really good that I knew I could sell, I would meet up with them and I would purchase it. And I just want to show you guys one of the things that I did. So here, if you look here, this is, I'm going to just enlarge it. This here is my library, okay? So you see that, guys? Yeah, I bought somebody's entire library and I was able to get it for like 350 bucks. And when I'm talking about library, I'm talking about 30,000 books, okay? So the reason why I did that is because even if I sold each book for $1 profit, I made $30,000 if I have 30,000 books, right? Now we know that's not going to happen. I'm not going to probably sell every book for $1. I had some books that were worth $245 a piece, and I had some books that were penny books. But the average will make me over $30,000 because they were books, they were in good condition, and they were, a lot of them were worth a lot of money. So yes, you can, baby. So that's another thing that I did, and it's just one of the pictures of my home library. That's one of the units, and then I have, let's see here. This is the other side, and this is some more books. And if I don't know if you can see it, but this is just the front portion of my library. I have like over 29 shelves, large shelves, and then I have about 15 short shelves. So that could just give you an idea of how many books that I have. And I got this stuff off of the Craigslist. And what I did is I cleaned up a little bit at a time. And when I really needed the money and I was ready to expand my business and grow my business, I just sold more books. Like I would go through, I would make sure that they didn't have any writings in it. I would wipe them off, and I would send in, um, 40 to 100 books at a time into Amazon, where I was able to sell them quickly. Okay, excuse me. So I just want to give people just an idea of all of the things, and this is just some of the things that you can actually do. You can go around your house and things that you don't use anymore or that you don't really care for, you can sell it online. I like to read. I have a ton of books of my own that I was able to sell and make a lot of money off of. And some of them I wrote were books that I had written it, and people still wanted them because it had a lot of information. So, um, just things like that. I have a lot of clothing. I was able to sell bathing suits that I couldn't fit anymore, that I purchased and I couldn't wear. I was able to sell that. I had dresses that I grew out of. I was able to sell that. I had clothes for my children that um they weren't able to fit anymore. I was able to sell that, and the list goes on and on and on. So what I do for my team and as a mentor, I help people to think outside of the box to get an idea of what they can sell and how they can come up with the money to fund their business to actually grow their business. And with the INFINii training, I was able to think outside the box and connect with people that were able to help me and put me on the right path to be able to work from home. So with that said, it's just, I can't talk any more highly about it. It's a great opportunity. It's great business. It's a great way to grow your income and to do it in a pretty quickly, a pretty fast way if you're consistent with it. And it really does work. So I just wanted people to take a look at my lifestyle and what I've done and what I've accomplished and how I was able to accomplish certain things. And just let people know that this is a real business, but you have to treat it that way. You can't give up. You have to stay fighting, stay in it to win it, and just keep going. Craigslist is everywhere. They have places like, I downloaded an app on my phone called Offer Up. It's called Offer Up, and I went onto Offer Up, and I met with this lady that she does couponing, and she was able to sell me a ton of stuff for like $1 to $2. And I put it online and sold it for like 25, 35, $15, where I was turning a profit of like $10 to $15 per item. And because I bought a lot of stuff, she was able to give me a really good. So Offer Up is a good way to get, to look for things and hunt for things. Um, you can, I showed you guys so many eBay flips. You can go to Dollar General. I've been in the dollar store. Um, And if you don't want to really do the shopping, and honestly, that's just the way to get your feet off the ground. You don't have to keep consistently doing this, but if you need money right away, that's the easiest way to flip some items, okay, to start selling. You know, because drop shipping, it takes time to build that. And some people are looking for instant gratification. And I'm not saying it's going to come instantly, but it'll come faster than drop shipping, because when you're drop shipping, you're building something, okay? And sales are slower when you're building something. But if you go out and you actually have stuff that you can send in that can help you get some instant cash, that's a really good way to go about it. And that's what worked for me. So again, if you want to connect with me, please subscribe to my channel to follow me. And my information is going to be in the description below for you to sign up, or if you want to contact me or get more information. I am available for those who need it. And I want to thank everyone for watching my video and staying connected. And just have a great evening. And for those who are in a different part of the country, a different part of the world, have a great day.